Hello there guys, it's Luetin here. Welcome back to some more Rollercoaster Tycoon. I feel like I'm in a bit of a club or something right here, right now. This music. I didn't expect it to be as popular, the last video that I posted. I was just thinking it was a bit of fun, but yeah, I totally didn't expect it. Let's get straight in here. First mission. This is Splashed. I showed you Wild last time, and whoa, suddenly we're going quiet. Showed you Wild last time, I want to have a look at Splashed now. Splashed, in my opinion, is the best expansion for Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. I just think it's epic fun. It could be just that because I happen to love water parks, actually, but I just think it's so awesome. So let's get in and have a look at it. Okay, here we go. Captain Blackheart's Cove. Got some lovely summer air. Wow, it's been a long time since I've done this one. 300 guests, clean, cool, complex. Got to get 20 in there. This will be nice and easy. Wow, quite loud music. Right, here we are. This is our cove area, and you can see we've got some cool underwater things, and we've got some space. I remember this one being a pain in the ass actually, because all these goddamn trees. Still haven't found a way to get the music to run constantly in the background, so you'll have to suffice with just my rather dulcet voice. But anyway, we've got a few rides on the go here. This kind of crazy thing here. Look at him go there. Sort of hanging, spinning thing. This is where the people are coming in through here. Ching ching. Plenty of toilets by the look of it. I don't know whether there's some particular reason for that, why they would need a massive block of toilets, but probably best not to question that. Okay, up here we go. We've got a little queuing area here. We've got this thing, whatever it is, spinning swishy ride. And we've got some castles called Blackheart's Cove. Got some areas for shops and things. Now I'm going to do what I did last time, which is start to build my pool complex up here. This is kind of I remember this being kind of an expensive map if you want to build a big pool complex, because there's no sort of flat land, and if you want to build like some really impressive pool complex, you really have to sort of, because of all the slopes and trees and everything, it can be a real pain. We don't have a lot of cash. We've only got 10 grand to start with. So yes, but I'm going to start up here. This is where I'm going to start because we've got some paths in place. So we're going to start to build our pool complex up here. So let's pause the game. Get some music on the go if I can. You have to go so far out. Why can't they just make it so that the music plays and it gets louder as well? I don't like the way the music works in this game. Usually I turn it off and like have something playing in the background, so that's what I'm going to do for next time. Anyway, let's crack on, because I don't want this to be a massively long video like the last one was. Okay, so we place our pool stuff down here, and you can see we've got a couple of ranges of options. This is a sort of diagonal corner. Well, this is straight edges, diagonals, curves, and loose curves. So we're just going to want like a standard pool area. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, see again, already we're kind of a bit screwed because of the way this land is here, which is a real pain, to be honest. So actually let's go for curved edges, seeing as... Right, so we'll start off like this. And we don't really necessarily actually want to have... That'll do to begin with. There we go. 3 grand. 3 grand already. So much cash. I can't remember what I did before as regards getting in on here, but I'm going to make this my entrance area up here, so sort of along this edge here. So we're going to go like this, do that again, and then we're going to put a load on here. I keep right clicking, that's why. Right, there we go. So that's going to be kind of entrance area, so we'll get some entrances going on here. Let's go for the whales, because I always like the whales. Just realised I haven't kind of left enough space here, so that's fine. And I normally put 2 because, yeah, I often find things can get a little bit busy, so it's better to have a couple. Right, then we're going to need some other items, so we're going to want things like this. So people want to have showers before they go in the pool, so We're going to have, where should we place our showers? We'll have a couple here like this. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to need a lifeguard to keep an eye on everybody. And then we're going to want sort of some diving board things, etc. So we can go like that. We'll have 3-tier diving board. We want some jacuzzis so people can kind of chill out area right here. I often like to kind of we'll put him there. Oh, I know why I can't do what I was thinking. Okay, I'll show you what I was going to do in a bit. Right, we'll get some loungers down here as well, just for people to chillax with. There we go. Right, so that's our kind of basic pool complex setup, but then we can obviously make it more complicated as we go along. But seeing as we've already spent $5,000, don't really want to spend too much more. To begin with anyway. There's various, so there's a wave machine and so on and so on and so on, lights for the underwater and things like that. But as I say, at this stage, and this is for path making between like different areas of the pool, so it's kind of like the wildlife thing. Once you've started, this is like the payment entrance, and then once you're in the pool complex, you have to link it by sort of internal paths that are not part of the external stuff. So that's generally how it works. So let's open this up. You might think it's a bit weird having, put the price up a little bit, since this is going to be the main thing here. 150 will do for now. Yeah, you might think it's a bit, why have 2 entrances? Well, in my experience, although we're probably not going to build a massive complex, but when you're building a big complex, you often things get quite busy. Also, you don't have to have like your entrances just in one place, so I can always delete that and move it later. Because if it's part of a whole complex and people can enter from multiple different points, so. Anyway, let's get things rolling. Right, so people are on the way, and we're going to need some other bits and pieces. So we're going to want things like sun cream, inflatable stool, swimsuit stool. They got one down there, but seeing as we're right next to the bloody park here, let's get a swimsuit stool set up right here. We'll have a load of stuff right outside the park area. Probably going to bump these prices up a little bit. Quality swimsuits, yeah, let's bump the prices up a little on those. Okay, right, and we're going to want some other bits and pieces, so we're going to get on board some sun cream, because people need sun cream when they're going. Look at the people, they are crazy for my pool already, and I haven't even put anything in it. So it's all going to plan. Right, this is why you need the lights. Look at how dark it gets, seriously, my god. Okay, let's get in on our pool stuff. We're going to need some lighting stuff, I think. Right, here we go. I can actually get these on here. There we go. Lights, lights, lights. Whoa, what the hell? Oh yeah, we got this thing going on here. Yeah, they have this basically, which is like, I'd forgotten this was happening, it's so loud. Yeah, did you guys super enjoy that? It wasn't loud or anything. Okay, anyway, I need to get some more lights on here when I can. Right, here we go. Right, that'll do. Look at how many people already in my pool. They're loving the crap out of this. Seriously. Right, we need an inflatable store as well, because people love the old inflatables. Right, here we are. This is what we want. It's always worth pushing the prices up a little bit, because people can usually take a little increase, and just over time it'll always give you a bit of a money boost. Right, there we go. Look, people already buying all the inflatable stuff. This is a bit of overcrowding. We're going to definitely need to start putting other things in place soon. Right, so the park's going well. It's getting a little bit congested up here. People are sort of enjoying the rides a little too much, so I think we need to get some other rides on the go as well. Get people away from just their launch freefall. That's always a pretty good one. It's nice and space saving as well, which is always really good. And what have we got over here? Is this actually... Oh no, that's not a launch free fall. It's a slightly similar thing. It's one of those... See, it spins around and around. Where can we put this down? You can go down here, I think. See, this is the trouble. There's a lot of uneven land in this bloody map. Let's put it just down here like this. Yeah. Okay, that'll do. We'll go up, up, up. Up, up, up. Right, that'll do. Okay, colour-wise, let's go yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. And money, I think we can charge a little bit more for that. Let's put that on that. And, right, now we just got to place our entrances when I find them. Here we go. I'm going to put my entrance coming in from there, so it can go there. And we'll have the exit just run off there. Like that, and like this. Right, okay, he's good to go. So we can open that one. Oh, that's weird, how it only changed... I didn't realise you had to change the colour on every single segment. That's kind of stupid if that's what you have to do. Probably should have chosen the colours before we started putting it together. Although most of the rides, you normally change the colours for the entire ride. That seems really strange, that it's just for the top section. Oh yeah, there we go. All the track the same colour. There we go, that's better. Right, learn something new every day. Been so long since I played this. Right, I actually built another really awesome park earlier on. I was trying out another one of the wild maps, so that turned out pretty well. I hope this mix thing is not going to start up like every single night or anything. Oh, look at the stars in the water. That's pretty awesome. It is this stupid mix thing again, like. Oh, it's just kind of doing the lights this time, it's not doing that every time. Okay, right, the pool is looking nicely lit as well now, and it's looking severely overcrowded. People are enjoying the hot tubs as well, as you can see. That's good. I'm going to play at normal speed, I think. There we go. Man, it's severe overcrowding. We need to really, really get some other stuff on the go here. So we're going to have to build some other pools and things. I'm not making tons of cash right now, though, it's got to be said. You can see from the money, we're not making a lot. I don't know whether we're charging anything on entry as well. I'm charging no entry fee, so I'm going to put that up to like £4 or something. I always think it's worth having a little bit of it. Most of the time the parks are like, okay, you if you have a free entry fee and then make people pay more for the rides, basically, well, that's fine, but then they might not go on all the rides. So my kind of principle is I think you make better consistent money for the park by having some sort of entrance fee, and then maybe don't charge quite as much for the different rides. Then at least when people are coming in the first place, you've made your money as they come in, you know. So at least you have a kind of fairly consistent income. Whereas if they just come in, they might walk around and you don't know how many rides they're going to go on or what they're going to use, etc. Man, look at this. This really is the busiest thing ever. Okay, so what else can we build for our pool? Well, there's... This is super loud. I'm going to turn this down. Okay, there we go. So just for this episode, it's kind of a shame actually, because that is super irritating. But just for this recording purposes. Anyway, this is starting to look like a swarm of ants. So we can actually build other rides in here, okay? There's various splash rides and things that we can put in. So we'll try a body slide ride, but I don't know how expensive this is going to be. Okay, this is a fairly straightforward one. And so is that as well. Let's go for this if we can get away with it without it costing us extortionate amounts of cash. So we've basically got to get it coming into the pool. Where's the exit? Okay, like that. So, right, this is basically what we need to do. So it needs to be something like that. Trouble is, when you have these as well, you need to be careful that, like, when where the exit point on the tube is, it doesn't sort of... Right, we'll probably get away with that, but I think the people are going to be catapulted straight off. So once we've got this in place, I'm going to build another pool up here as well to sort of distribute some of these people away. But basically, if we put a test on... Right, here we go. Here goes our test dummy. You always want to do this, all right, because you don't want to end up killing your peeps by sort of throwing... Or they won't die, but they'll go crazy places. So it's going to show us like how powerful the guys are going to fly out the end here. So you want to make sure you've got enough pool that they actually land in the pool. And there we go, he goes halfway into the pool. So that's pretty safe, that's fine. So now we've just got to get people up there. I'm hating the colour scheme, it's awful. So let's go, that's much better, look, straight away. Okay, so we've just got to build as well, like I say, up to it. New invention, colonial roof ridge. Fantastic, that's absolutely, Christ, let's get the hell off of that. Scenery, don't want that, don't want that. We do want to put more in maybe thrill rides and water rides, probably. Shops and facilities are always super useful. Pool slides and rides to the max. Let's get rid of... No, not get rid of. Right, okay, there we go. That's what I feel good about. Right. Okay, yeah, the pool. So, we need to basically build so that people can get up there. So we need to build like a bit of this kind of stuff over here. Just kind of expanding on what we already have. So that's going to make people be able to sort of access and walk around the pool a little better. But you can see sort of from where this is, a small amount of cash. That's a bit of a slap in the face. Right, so basically you can see from where this is, okay, look, it's sort of hanging over this area here. So in essence, we need to really kind of get access up on this part. So I'm probably going to do this. Just trying to sort of see where we're in line with. Yeah, so, okay. So we're going to need to sort of block off an area of the pool right here like this. And then I'm probably going to make a bit of a walkway around. I don't know, actually, they can get out here for it, you know, so it's totally fine. Because all I need to do is, I just need to put another one of these over this side so people can get out. Right, then what we need is a staircase up, alright? And you can use this for these kind of things. This is like a spiral staircase. And all we need to do is just literally whiz it up like that. There we go. Perfect. And now people can get up there. Simple as that. You don't need to create like an entry point, like a, you know, you don't need to create a ticket box or anything like that like you do with normal rides, because the guys will just automatically walk up there. Now it's getting a bit dark as well, so we can get some lighting up. So we'll get some lights in our water park so people can see in the night time. Here we go. There we go, so people can see a little bit more of what is going on. It'd probably be helpful to have some path lighting, but we'll do that as well. Okay, so the slide is up and running basically. Get another light on here and here. Mix master display. Might turn that bloody thing off. Right. Oh, here we go. We need to open our slide. Right, there we go. Slide is now open. Now you see we don't have to set a cost because it's part of the internal system. This mix master display thing is super annoying. Nobody's even watching it. Look, there's nobody down here watching this crap. Okay, there's like 5 people. What do you think? I bet they love the crap out of this. What the hell what are they thinking? This display rocks. Whale-themed changing room 2 is very good value. Well, that means we can probably bump it up a little bit. And look at this. People are already going for the slides. They are so ready for the slides. Should we go on the sides? I want to go on the sides. Right, we'll get ready. Oh yeah, we're ready to slide. We're sliding. Woohoo! This game kicks ass. There's a mouth and a half, lady. Whee! Oh, this game is so awesome. Holy crap, this is like the biggest water jump ever. Ah! Okay. That's like the biggest drop ever. Look at the height. Right, imagine if in real life you'd be breaking your legs. Oh man, look at this. We're queuing to the max. Okay, things are obviously quite popular, so I'm gonna put the price up to £2. Seems a bargain, but when they've already paid $4 to get in, you know. So, all right. Now then, there's quite a lot going on here. So let's extend down our pool area right here, like this. Great. Can even do that actually. Oh, that's good actually, because now I can, yeah, I can do what I wanted to do earlier. Right. So you see, you can create kind of raised areas, which is useful sometimes to kind of create things around. But I find it particularly useful. Hang on a sec. Ah, there we go. Okay, it won't let me build up on that. But you can, as you see, build up on certain areas. So if I wanted to, like, you can build up on the height of things. Anyway, so I'm going to put like a kind of above ground jacuzzi in these things. So I'm going to put like 2 raised jacuzzis. And then you can create these little steps, like, which just allow people to kind of get up and down into... Look, this guy already, he's going straight for that jacuzzi. He wants some relaxation time. Right, don't really need 2 lifeguards. I can put another lamp over here. I'm going to put some more showers over here, because sometimes people are getting in and out. And we'll put some more sun loungers down, just in case people want to lounge out over there. Don't know what I think I know what that noise is. It's this thing. Yeah. Man, people are loving that ride as well. Okay, so that's our main sort of water park-esque setup for now, but we can obviously get a lot of other stuff going on. So next up, we want to build kind of another water park area. We've only got £4 so we're kind of grabbing on the money a little bit. So we're probably going to want to get some more stalls down, things that can make us some more cash before we expand into making that, I think. Lemonade, it's pretty warm out today, so let's get some lemonade down. And okay, usually what I do is drop in a couple of ice, and then for the larger ones, ice and lemon, and then I bump up the price a little for the ice, and a bit more for ice and lemon. Obviously somebody can't handle the freefall ride. It's like throwing up as he get off. Oh, dude, put it away. He's just... he can't handle his rides. See, that's why they got all these the bathrooms here. Right. Oh, man, they're seriously throwing the hell up. Oh, dude, stop it. You shouldn't have had all those burgers before he got on here. We are low on staff. We are low on staff. Let's get some more janitorial workers. And let's get another engineer. Should probably do with a couple of janitors. You can never have enough janitors, trust me. When the parks get busier, it all kicks off. Where's our audio, by the way? Did I turn... There we go. Put the game volume up a bit. Right. Let's build some more stalls. We've got drinks. We've got coconut drinks. That's pretty cool. Let's put coconut drinks up here. It can be good to have sort of some shops in a kind of centralized area. That guy's still throwing up. No, I know it's probably more people. Right, there we go. See, look, it's so dark here. We need to get some path lighting going on. So There we go. Beach Pyre Tour. There we go. We need some of this to light up these areas because it's way too dark for people at the moment. And it only costs $3. Now we got plenty of light, as you can see from this, so we don't need too much up here. But I'm going to put a couple down here, just to sort of light the general area, make our peeps a little bit happier. And I think I'm going to probably put like a couple of torches just along this road here, and similarly down here as well. Make sure everybody's got plenty of lighting, can see where they're going. Right, that's much better. Okay, let's go back to building shops. So as I was saying, you want to kind of like spread things out a little bit. Got burgers and stuff, so we'll get some of that down here. We've got no real food for people at the moment, and they're going to be hungry. I'm not so tempted to put this right next to where the guy... Okay, now we've got a conundrum. How much crap do we put on the burgers? Standard burger, I usually am going to put some cheese on that, and a bit of sauce maybe, so I'll bump that one up. 165. Quarter pounder, it's got to have all the lot on the quarter pounder. Half-pound burger, I'm just going to go with pickles and cheese. And the 3/4 burger, it's got to be the lot as well. You've got to have it all on that, no worries. Let's sync that up and open it up. Right, so we've got a burger stall down here. Right, we need some food up here because everybody knows you get hungry when you go swimming. Let's get some burgers open. Drinks, people are going to be super thirsty. From all this swimming, it's hot, you know, it's hot weather. These little arrows are annoyingly difficult to hit. They're so small. Right, there we go. So we've got a fair amount of amenities going on right here. Okay, what else have we got to do? So we spent about 500 quid. But I still want to get a bit more food down here because people around your kind of main traffic areas, people are often pretty hungry and stuff. So get some fries down here. Oh god, we're back with all this nonsense. I'm just going to put salt on that. So we got basically salt, vinegar, and so on. So we're going to put like medium, we'll have salt and vinegar, large, salt and sauce and vinegar, and again all of it on that. Sync that, price up a little bit. Put that one up. I don't know if we've got any bins around as well, so maybe got to really get on that. Right, so I'm going to forward it on a little bit. We probably need a couple more rides as well. We've put this in place, but an insect house, really? That must be from the wild thing rather than... It doesn't seem like a water ride. We've got Odyssey, Disco, Launch Free Fall. Ooh, Phoenix Twister. People love the hell out of this, and I like it as well. It's a pretty awesome ride. Now I'm kind of reticent to build too much in this area because we're going to need some of this space for rides and things, so it's much better to put these other bits down here. So I'm going to place this here. And I'm going to put the entry here and the exit here. Another thing you can do sometimes is if you want people to move around your park a certain way, you can direct them by using rides. So the way that they get in to your ride is, you know, sort of how you can direct them around the park. Right, here we go. So, for example, like to make sure, rather than just have them see how they're walking just up and down these stairs right now, and they're not really going through over here. If we have a ride here that kind of leads you in and off, they're more likely to kind of head up this way, especially if you have sort of more attractions and things. So it's a good way of managing your traffic, is actually kind of using rides to manage your traffic. Another thing is sometimes you might have one ride and well, if you only have one ride in one certain area of the park, then people are just going to go there, go to that ride, and then walk back again. Whereas if you keep more sort of further into the park, they're more likely to sort of stay in your park longer. So if you look right here at the moment, we've got these couple of rides, and they're all fairly close to the exit. So what's going to happen is people are going to come in, they'll go on the rides, and they'll be like, we're done for the day, and they'll go back. But if you have more sort of further into the park, so if we start building more stuff up here, well, they'll go on this ride, and then they'll go on something else, then they'll go on something else, and it'll take them longer to kind of do everything and go back. So they'll stay in the park for longer, they'll spend more money, and it'll just generally be a better sort of park experience. But like I say, at the same time, you want to make sure that people kind of feed through the rides and sort of move to different areas so that you don't end up with tons and tons of congestion in sort of really dense areas of the park. Right, let's open this up. It's only £1, which is a bargain, to be honest. Put it at 160. People are going to be straight on this ride. You watch right now, I've said that, they're just all going to bypass it. Sometimes as well, it takes a little while for like a ride, even when it's open, to sort of start having people go on it, which is weird. But sometimes this is just part of their thing. I think they actually put a patch in for this a while back. I'm going to put the price down a little actually to begin with. I seem to remember they had a patch. I should look it up because I remember on my other computer when I had this, I had to put in this kind of patch because they made it so that it was actually kind of difficult. It was like the peeps didn't like want to go on enough rides. It was actually kind of damaging a little bit, the fact that like nobody would go on rides and things. Actually, I've kind of encountered it today. I built like a really awesome ride, price wasn't expensive, and a few of the guys just like they just wouldn't go on it. So I might need to look that up a little bit. Right, so we're still building torches and stuff, lighting up this area. Oh, here we go. Look, see, like I said, it takes a little while. It takes a little while for the guys to kind of filter in. It's as if it kind of takes a little bit of time for it to register with them. Like they were like, oh, really? There's a new ride, and then they sort of start going on it. So that, yeah, look, here we are. Look, see, there's a steady stream of people going on this thing now. I'm going to set this thing to half full. Which is sometimes worth doing with the bigger rides. It's worth sort of making it so that we can... What's this? You have been offered a new challenge, Kebab Gate. The recent Kebab Gate scandal. I hate when things are referred to as gate. It's just meaningless. I know about Watergate, obviously, but to just refer to anything since then as something gate because it's a scandal, it doesn't mean anything. It's just nonsense. Anyway, the recent Kebab... Sorry, it actually really bugs me because... A lot of newspapers and media do this. Like, if something's a bit of a scandal, they refer to it as whatever the thing happens to be, gate. And it's like, just because Watergate was a scandal, the only reason it was called that is because that was the name of the hotel. So to just refer to anything as something gate is meaningless. It makes no sense, other than the fact that one time there was like a scandal and the thing... So it's stupid. Anyway... And just to make the point, our editor at the place that I work actually sent an email referencing and saying, like, don't refer to things as something gate because it's meaningless. And I couldn't agree more. It's just rubbish. This has left your kebab supplier with a warehouse full of kebabs. Can you help shift 100 kebabs in 2 months? Doing so will earn you a large cash bonus. Let's rock and roll. So we're going to need some kebab stalls to do this mission. I hope we even have kebab stalls. Yeah, we do. Here we go. Let's put one here. It's not kind of on the main traffic area though. We need to put these on the main traffic areas. So let's put one right here. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to shift these. I'm going to sort of work on the principle that, you know, we'll make more back. So I'm going to put good amount of stuff on. Kebab. Right, let's not go crazy. I'm going to leave the large one at the normal price. The others, I'm going to knock it down a little bit. Because remember, we can always adjust that back afterwards. Right, we'll get another kebab stall up here. This is a very sort of mouse orientated game. Let's get some more kebabs that go on the go over here. Right, things are going well. However, we have spent quite a bit of cash, so I'm going to let things play out a little bit. As you can see, our pool area has calmed down a bit now. People have kind of... The crazed rush of the initial opening is over, and it's all sort of calmed down. Enterprise, that's a good ride. So we're going to, when we made a bit of money, let's speed things on a bit. When we made a bit of cash, we'll sort of get started on building a new area as well. Wow, this video's been half an hour already. It's the trouble with these big building games and things. It's hard to do these short in one episode. I think when we get onto some of the later levels... Hey, excellent. Can I make it to Tycoon? I don't know. Right, let's have a look. Tycoon. Guests in the park 600. Clean, cool pool complex with 150 in and a park rating of 650. We'll see what we can do, eh? Right, let's see how our kebab mission is going. Oh, we're not going to do it. We're so not going to do it. I don't know. We got. Actually, no. I think we're totally going to do it. Look at the days and how it's going down. We're selling quite a lot of kebabs. I think we're easily going to do this. Actually, I was a bit worried there, but actually, this is totally going to happen. So I was looking at the time remaining, thinking that it was ticking up, but actually, it's ticking down. Wow, the pool's suddenly got quite a bit busier. Look. So we're kind of getting quite heavy over there. You know, something I like about this game is like these little in-window pop-ups you can actually move around. That's an incredible amount of kebabs to shift. Yeah, there we go. 5 grand. Let me tell you, that's what we needed. Beanie Hats Disco 1 has made an emergency stop. Has it really? Oh, Christ, it really has. Where's my engineers? What the hell are you unhappy about? What's the matter with you? Give you a bit of training there. Right. You're roving. Going to Broken Ride. Where are you, son? No, he's pretty close. He's there, look. That's fine. If sometimes you've got a big park, it's worth picking them up and putting them down at the ride, because it can take them like 20-30 minutes to get there. But he's not far away, so that's fine. Right, now we've got some cash. Let's spend it. Let's actually look at our stats as well, because what do we need? Well, we've already achieved our pool complex, because it's bloody rammed. Guests in the park, 600. I don't know how we're doing. And our park rating, 650. So, how are we doing on the stats here? Park value, blah, blah, blah. Park rating. This is finances anyway, this is not what we want. Park operations. Here we are, park rating. Oh, for at least 4 months. Well, our park rating is already super high, so we don't really need to worry about that. How many people are in the park though? I don't know where it says that. Guests in the park, 600. Oh, maybe we can do this by clicking on the entry thing. No. Here we go. So our guests are above 600. Look, there's 500 and there's 600. So basically, if we just carry on as we are for a couple of months, we're going to be sorted. So there we go. We've achieved this park. So you can see these. This is obviously the beginner map on the splashed one. So it's just the very beginning. But I'm going to go on for a little bit and we're just going to try and build like another sort of area for our pool stuff. So let's get on with that. Okay, so we've got some various other things. We've got ring raft slide, lazy river, etc. The ring raft slide is pretty expensive, unfortunately. So we've got some more body slide things. We've got the aqua blaster slides, which is pretty insane, actually. These can be, again, pretty expensive, as you see. That's the most basic one. It's also the most boring one. Christ knows what it would cost us to have that in there. Oh, that's not too bad. It's a bit high, unfortunately. This is always the trouble, is trying to actually fit these damn things in. See, I can actually get away with it there, but it's going to cost a little cash. It's probably worth it though. Got to be a bit careful though, as I say, about sort of where. Got to be a bit careful about where these things go. I can drop. I can see I can't drop it down because of the land there, so it's going to have to just go here. But I'm trying to decide whether that's too dangerous. It's about as high as the other one. That is quite high. It's got to be said. I think if I put that there, the peeps are going to be flying out. What I'm tempted to do is sort of build it and then add another pool section on as well. See, that's so high up. There's no way I could put that there just because of the height. It would be suicide for the guys. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a bit tricky. Let's try and find a better one. Now, obviously you can make your own slides, but just at this time, I'm not really doing that. This is quite a good one. Okay, this will work, but this will work more for. Sorry, this will work more for this pool, I think. If I can get this working. It annoys me, the one thing about this, there we go. Yeah, that'll do. Right, that's that one part. The only trouble is the bloody entrance is way up here, so that's going to take us a little bit of time. We're going to have to change the colours a bit to make it all match. So let's go with a blue, purple, blue. That's a bit of a garish blue. Yeah, we'll go with the green again. Lovely green. Way too dark. Yeah, let's go for the full-on blue, because after all, it is a water park, for goodness sake. Right, okay. So the only thing is, as I say, we've got to get people up there. If I had more time and money, I'd probably start building more sort of water stuff over here as well. See, this is ideal. If we had the time and the money, which I can't, maybe what I'll do is I'll save this for this episode. We'll come back here and continue to expand on it, because what I want to do is sort of build a pool complex down here, and then maybe have some ring raft slides start up here, come down. So that'd be cool. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a path across to this thing first of all. So I'm wondering as well, I cannot remember off the top of my head whether it auto creates tunnels actually. Hang on, we need to go to this. Right, here we go. I'm not sure that it does. Yes, it's just going to go like up and over. I seem to remember that you could create auto tunnels. What the hell was that on though? I might be thinking of Railroad Tycoon, not of this, I'm not sure. But I did seem to remember that you could build auto tunnels on this, but that could be for main paths and stuff as well, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just build our path thing over here. Okay, so it's costing us 11 quid a time. That's not too bad. Not sure why it's got this big... there we go. I wonder what that was. Surface height grid. Okay, fine. Whatever the hell that is. This could be a problem. Is I can't necessarily build because we're going sort of under the actual pipeline of this thing. So I have to go around like this. That's fine. That's fine too. Bye bye palm tree. And this isn't really a problem building paths out like this, because I'm sure if you've ever been to a water park, you'll remember that you often have really irritatingly long walks to get to the certain rides and things that you want to go on. Can't see whether I'm on it or not. Right, here we go. One more there. Umbaleo. I don't know why that just came in my head right now. Right, and then basically when we get to this point, probably what I'm going to do is actually do this. Make a bit of a feature of this area, because if I'm going to make a pool to connect to here later, it's going to make sense to sort of have something there anyway. Damn, this stupid mega mix thing. I'm going to find out how to turn that off. What am I building? I'm building paths and a spiral staircase. Oh, okay. That totally didn't work. I meant to do it here. There we go. Like so. Now, we haven't actually tested this thing yet, but that's because I feel pretty confident that it's going to be totally fine. But just for the sake of it... Stupid Megamix. Seriously. I'm totally going to find out how to turn that off. Right, down goes our test dummy. Look at him go there. He's flying. Flying away. Go on, he's Johnson is his name. Go on, Johnson. Here he goes. Swoosh. Totally fine. He made it alive. Right, so we can open this up. There we go. Perfect. And Peeps will eventually figure out how to get over there. I'm also going to create this. See, now this is great because, like I say, if we build a big pool here, Peeps can start sort of entering from this area, and it means they'll, you see, so like I say, lead them around, all right? Lead them around, sort of guide them through where you want them to go. So actually, I am going to sort of start to build another bit of a pool here. Let's go for diagonal edges. Now I could raise it up, but probably what I will do is sort of just create some steps up rather than raise it up itself. So let's create, we could probably have two sort of pools, as it were. So to begin with, we'll put a bit of a pool in like this. Got to stop right clicking when I want to create an area. Right, here we go. Yeah, that'll work for now. Here we go. Look, see, people are starting to filter across, which is exactly what we want. And then we can do this, and then what we can start to do is just raise it up like one level like that. And then you see when I've created one, it'll set the level like that. So now we've got the kind of tiered level, and hopefully we can create some ramps and pathways up. So by doing this, but I think actually, yeah. What I need to do is I'm going to need to create like this. So I'm going to need to create like a kind of tiered level to get up here. Right, and then what we'll do is we'll create multiple little blocks to get up to the top layer. Looks kind of complicated, but it'll work. And just for some fun, You can throw some jacuzzis in here too, just so it adds a little bit to it. And I was going to add some jacuzzis here on this area as well, because people do love the jacuzzis. I know I do. And we get some sun loungers. See the sun loungers facing the seaside, so they can have a little look-see. And then similarly here as well, get some loungers down. Get one of these down here as well. Great stuff. It's all starting to come together, you see. Need some lights over here for in the evening when it gets a bit darker. And same over here. Now nobody's actually come into this area yet, but that's because they're all going over there for the ride. But as soon as we start to build this up as an area for people to go to, they will soon be coming in here. There we go. Then we just need an entrance point. Go with our whale entrance again. There we go. And now people can start coming in from there as well. And we'll get some showers down. Get some showers down for people. So we can come into the park, and we'll get another couple of exit points. Now, the last one, obviously, was just a standard pool. We got our things coming into here. This one, let's get some wave machines going on here. There we go. 3 wave machines. And I believe, I can't remember actually. I think you can set the power of the wave machine. So I can't remember how you do that. Here we go. So you click on your sort of main entry point, and then you click on the operating mode, wave height, wave length. Waves run for 60 seconds. Waves run every 3 minutes. And we'll add a bit of height to the waves, a bit of length to the waves. And then people are going to come over here for this. Also, we can add some other stuff, like, for example, diving boards. Now, over here, we've obviously got our full-on board. I'm going to add in a straight board as well. There we go. Just to give people that option. Now what else can we add down here? We need a lifeguard. Make sure everything's safe. Oh, Mixmaster display. How do I... oh wow, look. I didn't realise you could actually enter into this mode. It's kind of like watching the tennis. Yeah, enough of that crap. Right, there we go. So you can see people are starting to come into the park all around. They're queuing up to go on both the rides. So in a very short amount of time, we've created a pretty cool pool complex here. Got all our food stalls down here. We've added a couple of rides. We've got our crazy fireworks crap going on here. But as I say, there's so much more you can do with this sort of splash water mode, the splashdown mode. It's definitely one of my favourites. What else can we add in here? There's more slides and runs and things. The inflatable ship is a pretty good one. So you can see like this, people get on it and then slides down to the pool. You could add this in here even. Like that. Don't really want that to go in my wave pool though, but that's an example. And basically people walk up and then they slide down it. But as I say, it's not really... there's lots of other different kind of slides and things you can get as well. Real cool stuff, but we can get into that on some other ones. Actually, I forgot that we've got this big area up here as well. We haven't done anything with that. Let's see what we can do here. What have we got? The lazy river thing, the ring raft, I would love to do. We haven't got enough cash right now. The H2 slide bowl, that's kind of funny. Let's see what... See, these are all a bit too expensive. 1,540 we might get away with. So basically, as you would know in real life, you have to position this over the pool. And as you see, it starts up at the top and then slides down into the pool, like so. I don't think we have to go. Yeah. So that's basically how this one works. Let's put it. Yeah, let's put it on this corner here like this, and then I can. Yeah, then I can build a spiral staircase up. Now I don't think that's going to be too high. I think we'll get away with it if we put it in testing mode. Oh Jesus Christ! Duck attack! Ah! Sometimes that happens. Here they are. There's the ducks flying by. Totally didn't expect that. Anyway, people go on a mat on this, you can see, and then they splash down in. So it's a bit of a heavy drop though on the splashing. But anyway, let's start to build the path up. So again, we just need to build our path in a way that the peeps, can get up here too. Now, I've been kind of... Let me show you, okay. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. I'm going to get rid of these, actually. That noise is super annoying. That's one of the... don't know what happened there, sorry. A bit of crazy lag. It's this thing that's making that noise. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit so we've got less of these sounds happening. We need to make a section here like this. Yay! And we got a new coaster. Wonderful. Right, so we just need to make another spiral staircase. Like so, 128 quid. You can't go wrong. That's pretty good going that costs £128, I've got to tell you. Right, we need to make... Okay, yes, I was going to show you how to make basically the normal paths, alright? So, if we want a path to go up to an area, it doesn't have to be like I built over here. I built this like this because I wanted it to look like that, so it was kind of integrated as the whole park. However, if you want to make just a short junction point between two things, it doesn't have to be done like that. Get rid of that. Okay, so we can do it like this. You just click on the path, and then we want a straight bit of path, but okay, there we go, we need to ramp it up. It's got to go up over the land here. You can see that's not really working at the moment. It's probably to do with this land space or something. So we can work it a different way. No, that's also, I think it's just to do with the land that it's on. So let's try it from, actually why is that not nice? It's because this piece of land has gone weird, I think. Let's just put a thing back in here. Yeah, you can see this is kind of intersecting with the land, so that's not really working. So I think what I'll do is try and start from a different point. Yeah, there we go. See, okay, now this is working. So if I build that, now I'm going to need to go. There we go. I can level this off like that. And we can turn it and raise it. No. Basically, it's only letting me build. We have to go up a certain height so it doesn't interfere. There we go. We can't have it so it interferes with the land, unfortunately. We can slope that down. Perfect. Right, there we go. So now we have created a link for our peeps to be able to get up here to this other part of the park. Sorry if you can't hear me from this stupid noise. I think I will actually turn down the background sound. I don't know how loud that is. It's probably not as loud for you because I've actually turned the audio down quite a lot. So actually I'm just going to turn my own headset down. Right. Okay, so last things to do today. Get some lights going on up here. Like so. And then we just need to get another lifeguard up here because obviously a whole new area. The other guys can't be watching him. And then we just need to open our ride, which we're doing. There we go. Ride is open and ready to go. Crooked House. That doesn't really fit with our theme today. So as you can see, this is a kind of a different option for sort of linking, and there we go, people are getting ready to go up here. So we could have done that. Wow, this water park is successful. Look how we're doing here. We've already won the game on this map already. As you can see, things are getting quite busy. We haven't checked on our staff in a while as well, which is always important to do. One of our mechanics, he's not happy. Give him a little bit more training. Oh, he was the same guy. You know, some of your staff tend to be super unhappy all the time. It doesn't matter how much training you give. Sometimes they're just not right for the job. You've got to give them the boot. As you can see, heavy traffic at the moment. So, a lot of them coming into the water park. Nobody's actually venturing up here at the moment, which makes me wonder. But as we know, with a lot... Hang on a sec. Here we are. One person's... Oh, she's not sure. What's she thinking about? She kind of went to go up and then wasn't too sure about it. They'll make their way up there eventually. But this is why it can be good to have a couple of different routes for the guys to get up there, so I'll tell you what I will do. We can still use the spiral staircase deal. So, it doesn't look very nice the way this is kind of cut into the land actually, but I could actually, if I was being really anal, I could actually remove that and then sort of go down here, do that, and then build it up like that. That hasn't quite worked how I wanted it to. That's weird. How come it leaves like a gap like that? That's really strange. It's doing it again. Totally should not do that. Anyway, what I was going to do is that, which is a much better solution for people to actually get up here. I'm kind of concerned now about this. That should really not do that. It should sort of... Yeah, look, why does it move up as a block like that? That's really weird. I would have thought it would just sort of... Yeah, look, see, that's what it should do. See this? That's what it should do. I'll show you on another piece of land. This is what it should do, is it should rise up as much as you want as a solid block. Then when you place it, it should have a solid sort of background. So I don't know why in that one little area there it's not working. But anyway, as you can see, the spiral staircase, really good solution. A lot of people are going up there now. You don't have to have the ladders to get in and out of the pools. Although I was placing those in, which I will still do, you don't need them. The peeps will actually clamber out, but it's just like another thing that makes them happy. Like they don't have to, you know, they don't have to have too much fuss. Put some more showers down always. I always put showers next to my slides as well. Like just, I don't know. I always just figure. You can see people coming around these edges here. And again, I probably would just add some more edges on, just to make your peeps a bit more comfortable, make their lives easier, because that's always what you want. Make things a little bit safer, etc, etc. There we go. They're freaking out because I just placed all this land down. Okay, here we go. We've got some people going to be ready to go soon. Ready to go on the old whirlpool tunnel thing. They want to watch out below there. They're going to... This is a bad place to be if people are sliding down on top of you. Okay, here we go. Off she goes. Old whatever her name is. What's her name? Oh, we didn't click on her. Clicked on the ride. She's flying down, flying down. 3, 2, 1. Way! And she goes. Hope she doesn't crack her head on the... Oh my god, that was a bad fall. You see that? She's not even thinking anything. She's not thirsty, she's not hungry, but she did enjoy Phoenix Twister 1. That was a bad fall she took there coming out of that thing. Jesus Christ. That is quite a drop there. Look at that, that's like a 6-foot drop, easy. Another one coming out, here we go. Come on, get ready, get ready. It's going to come flying out of here. Bam! This game kicks ass. Lights are coming on, getting ready for night time. So there you go. Okay, so very, very quickly we've managed to... Whoop, mountain. Get off the mountain. Very, very quickly we've managed to build up a pretty... It's a shame it's gone to night time, so I can't show you properly. Where's our summer air music? My favourite music for games. This pool is awesome. I could not agree more. So you can see that basically we've built up our nice little complex here. It's pretty good. Really short amount of time. I haven't really spent a great amount of money as well, which is always really positive, because one of the worst things you obviously find, roller coasters in this game are so expensive. If you haven't seen the average roller coaster, apart from the super cheap ones, see, that's why I turned the music down. It's coming back to haunt me. Right, there we go. Your average roller coaster, the basic ones are going to run like $3,000 or something like that, but most of them push like 10 to 20 grand. They're really expensive. So the pool option, and also I've got to say the wild option, is really good because it gives you a lot of stuff for not very much money. Now, yeah, I've used the basic slides at the moment, but you know, we've built up a really nice little complex here for, you know, I mean, each of these has cost what, like a couple of thousand, and you can see we've made it back in the time it's taken me just to like sort of edit, and I haven't really had to do any sort of massive editing. Things are getting pretty heavy up here though. So my next thing to do at this stage would be to start putting bins down, hire more janitors. I would probably start, like I was saying earlier, see how congested it is. So I'd probably start building other rides, maybe a couple in this area here. I might even build like a secondary path sort of off here to sort of bleed people like back down to the main area. And as I say, just kind of create more to kind of keep people occupied. Probably going to run a second path down along here as well to sort of create, we've got this whole area to use yet. And as I say, sort of long term, what my solution would be sort of really is to continue building the water park up into this hillside, get some of those ring rapid slides going. There's some floating people here. There we go. Get some of those ring rides sort of starting up here, because the ring rides are quite wide. If you haven't seen before, they're quite wide slides. They're not like these. They're about as wide maybe as this thing here, and then you have the sort of quad rings going down them and stuff. So I'd probably have a pool down here for that to come into, start it up here, have a big old slide going through here, and so on and so on. So that would be my solution really. The best thing about this game as well, like I actually was surprised. I had a couple of people post on the last video they'd not seen this game before. Really? But this is an absolutely amazing game. I love the crap out of it. It's not the most difficult game. You'll find some of the missions are a little bit tricky, but don't forget there is like a sandbox mode as well from the word go. So if you just literally want to create a park, if you just want to create an awesome park, and the sandbox mode is not like it's not like no people or anything like that. It just gives you a big space and you don't have to pay cash, so you can build anything you want to. So if you don't want to do it like this, where you have to do it all by money and sort of unlock things, etc., etc., if you just want to build a park that's completely from scratch, and you can build to your own customization. Also, you can build rides. You can make, like, whenever you create a ride, okay, so you can create rides from scratch. I'll show you how to do that perhaps on the next video. I haven't done it this one because it can be a pain in the arse, and it often takes quite a long time, because you have to be very, very careful about sort of how you build it and how much space, and it often can end up running a lot more money than you thought it was going to cost in the first place. But the editing thing is great, because once you've built a ride, you can save it and then use it on any other map. So if I built like, I mean, often that's the other thing, is that the a lot of the basic rides, like these are considered to be basic slides, but this one costs like £3,000 and this one costs like what, 1,500, something like that. So they're kind of basic, but they're not that basic. And sometimes when you're beginning, you actually want a kind of cheaper ride, something that's a little bit more simple, especially when you're starting out in a map. You want something that the peeps are going to like, but that isn't going to break your bank. And often the sort of default slides, the stock ones that are available, they're not actually that cheap. So what I may do is I'll show you how to build like a real simple slide that you can save just as a stock thing. And then, as I say, when you start up, then you have a nice, simple, cheap stock slide that you can just slap in there, and you don't have to kind of create it every time. So that's the really, really awesome thing. It is getting super congested here. So I may actually sort of put in that sort of route and path. I'm going to save it up here, guys, and as I say, if you've enjoyed this, please drop me a little like below, always helps out. Love to hear your thoughts and comments about this game, and perhaps this little playthrough on this map in general. As I say, if you want me to revisit this map, please let me know as well, because if you want to see how this map will turn out in the future, if you want to see how my ring slide idea turns out, that would be pretty cool. So this may be one that I revisit and come back onto, and I think that's probably how we'll run through this series. I've got to say as well, thanks so much for the support and everything this week. It was great to hear everybody's feedback on the last Super Hang on Sunday that I posted, because it was really good to kind of get some people sort of commenting and involved there. And I'm pleased that so many people enjoyed this. I didn't expect it actually, because this game's a little old now, so I wasn't necessarily expecting tons of feedback, but it was great to hear everybody's thoughts on the last video that I posted. It was a bit of a... I didn't really like the last video either, because I kind of felt I was bumbling along a little bit, because I hadn't played the Wild before, and I hadn't played this game for ages, so it was a bit sort of half of it was a bit me sort of bumbling along, not knowing what I was doing, but I'm sort of back into the groove a little bit now. I do love the hell out of this game, that I could just play it and play it and play it. So as I say, let me know your thoughts, guys, and as I say, it seems to be going quite nice, so I'll probably include a few more of these throughout the next few weeks and stuff. So I'll see you next time for a little bit more Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. This one is Splashed Out, so I'd advise you to get this game as well. It's on Steam, I think about £14-15. It's probably about like $20 to $30. It's the platinum version. You get all expansions with that, so you get Splashed Out and the Wild expansions and the stock sort of missions as well, so you get sort of 3 games in one. Also, I should say the expansions for this game, they're not just a couple of extra bits, they are like whole separate games sort of added on basically, so there's plenty of content there to do. So for that price tag, you can't go wrong. And and also because they're an older game, they really won't run your computer, so don't worry about your computer not being, you know, sort of able to handle it. These games have been out for ages, so there's no issues there at all as well. Alright guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time for a little bit more Rollercoaster Tycoon 3.